ancient times, when the Shapers were still young, there rose a race of immense evil and cruelty. Even the great power of the Shapers wasn't enough to overthrow this nameless threat. Only with the aid of the gods, the demons were driven back into the gorge of the earth whence they came. But a prophecy was given that one day they'd rise again and take bitter revenge. Two mortal fates intertwined, they will fight. But Zazhut will bring end to light. This prophecy is fulfilled today.
Come, we must go. This is hardly the time for daydreaming. We must make our way to the village at once. Like the back of your hand, you said. Silly me, believed at least you knew the place you grew up. And now here we stand lost in the middle of nowhere. Should I just ask a bear for directions?
Let's find one then.
Oh, very funny. You go forward, I'll be in your footsteps.
Welcome to Iron Fields, ancestral home of the Shaikan. In case you would like to reread parts of the introduction or other messages regarding the game, please see the log. In the center of the screen, you can see your in-game character, the avatar that represents you in the game. Select him with the left mouse button. Selected characters are marked by a colored circle around them. Your own characters have green circles. Friendly or neutral NPCs have blue ones, and enemy characters are shown in red circles. On the bottom left, you can see the selection window. Place your mouse over it to get more information on the currently selected characters. You can move the viewing area to have a look around the world. Either use the directional buttons on your keyboard, or just move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. Or you can keep the right mouse button pressed while moving the mouse. Black areas are still undiscovered. These parts of the map will only become visible once you've sent your own units there. The minimap in the right bottom corner also shows the already explored area of the map you are currently on. Green dots on the minimap represent your own units and buildings. The blue dots stand for friendly and neutral ones, and the red ones represent the enemies. You can select the avatar anytime just by left-clicking the avatar portrait in the upper left corner. A right-click centers the viewing area on him or her. Try it. Center the viewing area on the avatar by right-clicking on his or her portrait in the left upper corner. Good. You can move the viewing area around and also change the distance from the ground. To do this, either use the mouse wheel or the page up and page down buttons of your keyboard. In this view, you can only move your avatar around the world by clicking on your mouse. Make sure your avatar is selected by the glowing mark in the landscape. Congratulations! You've gained experience and have reached a higher level. If you place the mouse over a unit, its level is shown above it. With each rise in level, you can further develop your skills. Can you see the plus sign on the right of the screen? Click on it. In these menus, you can see your avatar with his or her equipment on the left and the skill tree on the right. With each new level, you can invest 1 point into your skills. The skill tree is subdivided into 3 branches: Combat, Shaikan, and Magic. You can change the view by clicking on one of the 3 buttons. Each skill has 3 levels you need to learn before you can go on to learn more developed skills. Skills you are not allowed to learn yet are marked in grey. Many skills allow the avatar to carry better equipment. Others give him or her additional special abilities or spells. Place the mouse over the different skills for more information. You don't have to concentrate on combat, Shaikan, or magic forever. With each level you gain, you decide how your avatar should develop. Now, assign the points you won to either combat or magic. Very good. A 1 now appears in the skill icon, indicating that you have now achieved the first rank in this particular skill. In the window next to the skill tree, the equipment window, you can see that your avatar's health points and mana have risen too. Close the equipment menu by clicking on the bag on the top left. You have received a new quest. Open your quest book by clicking on the book symbol in the upper left corner. You have to solve main quests in order to move on in the story of SpellForce 2, Faith in Destiny. Side quests are optional, but they will give you additional experience and precious rewards. Click on the quest title to get a more detailed description. If a certain place on the map belongs to a quest, you will see a golden dot appear on the minimap as soon as you've read through the quest details. Antara has joined you. She will accompany you as a hero. Heroes are permanent travel companions who, like your avatar, belong to the bloodline of the Shaikan. Heroes themselves do not gather experience, but they usually keep the left mouse button pressed and move the mouse to draw a frame around your avatar and your hero to select them both. You can use some objects, like this lever, for example. Make sure your avatar is selected, then click the lever.
The shadows ahead. See how they move.
There's nothing there. Another nightmare? Or are you daydreaming again? Stop that!
But I did nothing. The shadows, you see?
If you place the mouse over a unit, a bar appears above it showing the health points of that unit. Make sure your avatar is selected, then right-click on your opponent to attack him. Your avatar then fights the enemy on his or her own. Your hero has been killed. As a Shaikan, you have the ability to resurrect your blood brothers and sisters. You'll see resurrect buttons beneath the portraits of Antara and your avatar. Click on one of them before your hero's portrait turns into a skull. Very good. If your avatar or hero dies, then another member of the group can resurrect the dead character this way, as long as there are no enemies close by. You also have to react quickly. If the portrait of the dead character or your avatar's portrait fully turns into a skull, the game ends.
What on Io was that?
Some kind of demon, it seems.
A demon? Do me a favor, would you? Spare me your foolish fantasies, will you?
To the village. The people might be in danger.
The glow around the chest means that there are items inside. Make sure that your avatar or one of the other heroes are nearby, and then right-click on the glowing chest.
What?
The little window that just opened shows the collectible items. Click on them to pick them up. Well done. The objects you collected are now in your inventory. To check your inventory, open the equipment window by clicking on the button in the upper left corner. On the right side of the equipment window, there are 3 buttons with which you can open and close the inventory, the spell book, and the skill tree. Now, open your inventory by clicking on the topmost of the 3 buttons in the equipment window. Earlier, you collected 2 weapons that are now stored in your inventory. If you place your mouse over them, you'll see detailed information about them. The magical wand casts magical missiles on your enemies. It doesn't consume mana, but its magic is weaker than the spells the avatar can learn. The dagger, however, is better than the knife the avatar currently uses. To use objects like these weapons, you require a certain level and often also certain skills. Objects you cannot use at the moment are marked in red. Left-click on the usable object to pick it up with the mouse. Then equip the object with another left click into the equipment slot for the right hand of your avatar. With a left click, you put the knife your avatar wore before into the inventory. Then close the inventory and the equipment window.
Oh boy, I see a lot of trouble if you just run up and down like this. This isn't training anymore, you know.
Okay, fine. You tell me what to do and I'll do it. Just don't get the wrong idea, will you?
Yes? 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 Yes?
Who goes there?
A sworn protector of these lands, Commander.
I welcome you, Shaikan. We've been expecting your arrival. You travel as a pilgrim now, if I've been informed correctly.
Not only that, I fear I bring troubling news. We found a hostile creature lurking in the woods. There may be more of them.
I've already sent a scout to investigate. Perhaps...
Surrounded.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I'll help you strengthen your defenses here, Commander.
Thank you, Shaikan. I hereby grant you authority over supplies and manpower.
Your avatar and your heroes each have their own spellbook. They contain their spells and special abilities they've learned, along with gaining new skills. When your avatar or his in levels, their acquired spells and abilities will automatically become more powerful. The empty line in the upper part of the spellbook is the spell memory. Your avatar and your heroes can only use the spells and abilities which are in there. This way you can always change the currently usable choice of spells and abilities of your avatar and your heroes. The use of spells and special abilities costs mana, which will regenerate.
What?
Let's see what they have in store for us.
Just don't use anything sharp. You'll cut yourself again.
It was your famous technique.
All right, I get your point. We should gather the weapons. What? Yes, yes.